Hello, everyone. Good evening. Hope we had a very great Sunday. Are we all okay? Hope we're doing great. So, I want to see your comments if you can hear me clearly. Just type yes, I can hear you clearly. Can you hear me? Waiting for us to comment so we can start. Let me know if you can hear me. Awesome. Awesome. Fantastic. So, I'm sure that you can all hear me. So, let's go. Yesterday, we had a wonderful time introducing the training, and it was amazing. It was amazing. It was amazing. We learned a lot of things. Today we're going to go a little deeper, and we'll be learning how to heal the body using the power of food. How to heal the body using the power of food. Food is a very powerful medicine. In fact, God designed the body to accept food as medicine. So in the Bible, Adam had variety of foods available to him, and it was only one that God said he should not touch. Guess what? That was the one he went for, because human nature tends to go for the negative stuff, the bad things. Let me give you a typical example. If you have an option to go for fruits and vegetables, or to go for fried rice and chicken, I am sure 100% of us, or at least 90% of us here, will go for fried rice and chicken and will totally avoid the fruits and vegetables. So man inherently has that has the ability to go for that which the body doesn't need. It is an inherent ability. It is not your fault. It's been there. So to go for that which the body doesn't need and totally avoid that which the body needs. That is why it is a deliberate, intentional act for you to select what you eat. You should be deliberate about it. Don't eat as it comes. No. Be selective of what goes through your mouth. Very important. So if it must pass through your mouth to the digestive system, you must choose it carefully. You must choose it carefully. I remember a time I went to speak in a conference in Enugu State, Nigeria. It was a women's conference, and while speaking, I shared a testimony about this lady who had stage 4 cancer and was already sentenced to death by doctors. They gave her just a few weeks to live, about 6 to 8 weeks to live, because according to them, the cancer has spread all over her body. Something that started on her throat has gone around the body, because they were busy treating sore throat, not knowing that it was cancer. So when the brother spoke to me about her and decided to connect the two of us, of course, they bought some of my products, and I decided to follow her up. I called her, told her that if you want to survive this, despite the fact that doctors have written you off, pay attention to what you are eating. pay attention to food. Switch from cooked food to raw fruits and vegetables as much as possible. If you are eating cooked food, let it just be sparingly. Of course, you will lose weight because the body is trying to switch food, but it is to your own benefit. Thank God she listened to me, and according to her, she switched totally from cooked food to raw food. She was taking fruit, vegetables, all manner of fruits and vegetables that have high oxidative power. She started using those ones and started taking those fruits. Do you know that in less than 1 year, of course, she didn't die after 6 weeks. She lived longer than that. In 1 year, she was still alive. When she went to do a test, they didn't find any trace of cancer in her body. The doctors were amazed. And do you know the funny thing? Her husband is a doctor, a consultant in the hospital. They were all amazed. As I speak with you, the whole family doesn't joke with me, from the husband to the brothers to everyone. So, because you can't argue with results. You can't argue with results. When there's a result, it's difficult for you to argue with it. So basically, what I'm going to teach you is how to use your food to heal your body, how to make food a healing power that can turn your body around. And that is why we are here today. So let's go on. Now, I want to define healing. I want to define healing. It's important that we understand what healing is, so that when we are healed, we will know that we are healed. So healing is a natural process of restoring balance and health to the body. You can be healthy, but you are not balanced. Mentally, you are not balanced. Physically, you are not balanced. There are some people that they are not really sick, but their body is not balanced. Physiologically, it's not balanced. Either they are having too much acid, or the blood is made up of chemicals that it doesn't need. So for you to be able to restore balance, your body pH must be close to 7, must be close to neutral. Must be close to neutral. So once the body pH is close to neutral, which is 7.0, healing begins to take place in the body. So the reason why the body has refused to heal is because the pH is towards acid. The pH is very low. It's lower than 7.0. Let me give you a typical example. Do you know that your soft drink, what we call mineral in Nigeria, the pH of a typical soft drink is 4.0. So you pop that drink and you start taking it, putting it into your system. Of course, it will be absorbed by the blood. And when it gets to the blood, it will reduce the pH of the blood to something around 6.0 to maybe 6.5, 6.9, but not 7.0. So because of that, the body becomes too acidic. And the funny thing is this: bacteria thrive in an acidic environment. Diseases thrive in an acidic environment. Cancer, fibroid, they all thrive in an acidic environment. So it means if your body pH is to the acid level, you'll be battling ulcer, you'll be battling diseases from bacteria, you'll be battling fibroid and possibly cancer. So it's been proven that all diseases are linked with the body pH. All diseases. So the purpose of this training is to show you how to bring your body pH to a level where it becomes close to neutral or even alkaline. And you see a lot of people selling alkaline water, alkaline this, alkaline that. So what they are trying to do in essence is to neutralize that acid and to get the pH of the body to become more alkaline. Healing involves the body's ability to repair itself and restore harmony to the mind, body, and spirit. So the body has the ability to repair itself. The body has the ability to initiate repair. So the reason why the body is not repairing itself in most cases is because all the nutrients, all the elements needed for it to initiate healing is lacking. That is why healing is not being initiated. I remember during my MSc in psychology, I'm currently running an MSc in psychology. We had a particular course that I think is positive psychology that had to do with causes of diseases that are not physical. Let me give you a typical example. If the mind is sick, the body will be sick. If the spirit is sick, the body will be sick. Sometimes medicine as we know it does not pay attention to the sickness of the spirit or the sickness of the mind. It pays attention to only the sickness of the body. So they are asking you, what are the signs and the symptoms you are feeling? What are you feeling? So they are after what the body is feeling, but they don't really pay attention to the mind and to the spirit. That is why holistic medicine deals with the medicine of the mind, the medicine of the body, and that of the spirit. If these three factors or these three components are not healthy, you cannot be healthy. Remember in the last training, I told us about how to detoxify the body, the mind, and the spirit. So complete healing is that of the mind, the body, and the spirit. Let me give you a typical example. You remember that anytime Jesus heals somebody, what does he say? He says, your faith has made you whole. What does it mean for your faith to make you whole? It means that you are healed holistically. Your body is healed, your mind is healed, your spirit is healed. You could be taking medication for the body, but what of your mind? Your mind is always thinking up something negative. Your spirit is not in good terms with the Creator. Your whole life is in a total mess. How do you expect your body to respond to whatever treatment you are giving it? Healing with food is a practice of using food for healing purposes, such as to increase energy, improve digestion, reduce inflammation, and promote overall health. I want you to pay attention to the points that are prominent in this statement. The importance of using food to heal. The first, it increases your energy. The body needs energy to function. Your cells need energy to function. There are many diseases that result because the body is lacking energy. So once the body or the cells lack energy, diseases begin to result. Your digestive system needs to function at optimal level. It is possible for you to be giving the body the right food it needs, but it's not being digested. And if it is not being digested, it is not being absorbed into the body. So it is possible for you to eat fruits and the food will go out the way you ate it. Have you noticed that sometimes you eat fruits or you eat some seeds and you see it in your feces? You go to the toilet and after pooping or after defecating, you look inside and you are seeing particles of food. It means that the food you have eaten is not digested. Your digestive system is not functioning the way it's supposed to. It should reduce inflammation too. Food should reduce inflammation. There are a lot of diseases that are caused by inflammation. One of them is ulcer. The walls of the stomach are inflamed, and because of that, there is an injury. What of arthritis? Arthritis is the inflammation of the tissues around the joints. So there are a lot of diseases that result as a result of inflammation of muscles or of tissues. So using food as medicine can help reduce this inflammation. Let's move forward. Benefits of healing with food. What are the benefits we derive from healing with food? There are a whole lot, and let's mention them. Healing with food has many benefits, and some of these benefits are improved energy levels, as we discussed earlier, better digestion, improved immunity, and greater sense of well-being. You will notice that anytime you eat good food loaded with fruits and vegetables, you feel well, you feel okay, you have this sense of well-being that you are doing the right thing. So when you eat the food that the body needs, digestion becomes easy. It is very easy for the body to digest food when it is so natural. But when the food is synthetic or loaded with chemicals, the body finds it difficult to digest. And that is very important. Additionally, healing with food can reduce the risk of chronic disease, such as diabetes, heart disease, and cancer. So it means if you are feeding the body with the food it needs, you can never have some diseases. And even if you have some diseases, but you are feeding the body with the food it needs, the disease will begin to reverse. Of course, I've already told us earlier that the body has the ability to heal itself. The body has the ability to heal itself. So if you give it all the nutrients it requires, it will start healing itself. Let's move on. How to heal the body with food. What is the process you need to follow to be able to heal the body with food? You know, there are some people that they say, fruit and vegetables are okay. So maybe you go to the hospital, you see a doctor, the doctor will say, well, for this particular disease, eat a lot of vegetables, eat a lot of fruits. How do you do that? Doctors sometimes they will not tell you how to do it. So they just say eat a lot of fruit, eat a lot of vegetables, and people eat a lot of fruits and vegetables and they are sick. So instead of bringing healing, they are bringing diseases to themselves because they are eating the wrong fruits and the wrong vegetables. So at this point, I want you to, while I'm giving this training, I want you to pinpoint the particular fruit or the particular vegetable that suits your personal condition. That suit your personal condition. Very, very important. The body doesn't take all fruit and all vegetables. No, there are specific ones that suit your personal condition. So the first thing you need to do is this: identify the food sources. Identify the source of the food that you need to nourish your body. So what are the sources of food? We have whole foods, such as fruits and vegetables. Whole foods are majorly foods that have everything that the body needs in a bundle. Everything the body needs in a bundle. There are some fruits and there are some vegetables that have a lot of nutrients. A lot of nutrients. There are many examples, many examples. Like your grape, your strawberry, they are all loaded with fruits, with nutrients needed by the body, vitamins and nutrients needed by the body. So nuts, seeds, legumes are packed with essential nutrients that can help to nourish and heal the body. Plant-based foods such as grains, beans, nuts are rich in fiber, in vitamins, minerals that can help reduce inflammation and support healthy digestion. So identify, first of all, your food sources. Where do I get my food from? What kind of food do I eat? Do I eat fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, legumes? Example of legume is maybe something like beans. Of course, we know what seeds are. We know what nuts are. So once you have been able to identify the source, the next step is what? Develop a diet plan. Don't just eat anything anyhow. Develop a diet plan. What are the fruits that is needed in this particular condition I'm having? What are the fruits that I can use to take care of myself in this condition that I'm having? You develop it. You develop it. And I'm going to give you some examples as we go on. So you note down those examples, identify what exactly you want to treat, and look for how to put it into a plan that you're having. I love what the lady with cancer did that was healed of cancer. She said she started googling fruits that can help in reversing cancer. She started googling to find out what fruits, what vegetables can I use to reverse my condition. Many of us are just so dependent on somebody. You hear people saying that, doctor, please, what fruits should I take in this condition? Or what vegetables should I take in this condition? It shouldn't be me telling you. It should be you discovering it yourself. You have access to the internet. The internet is a loaded community. Of course, when you are checking on the internet, you will be sure of the source you are getting your information from, because sources also matter. So make sure that the source is very credible. But most likely, if you are going to type in what are the foods that can help me reverse high blood pressure, for instance, it is going to give information on some fruits that you need. So if you're not asking a doctor or a coach, you are not asking, okay, should I take this fruit or should I take this fruit? You are giving him option. So you can be able to say that, okay, this is not good for you, but this is okay for you. Than for you to say you should formulate. If you come to me and say I should formulate a diet for you, you need to pay for it. Because formulating a diet for you is not a joke. It's not something that I can just do under 1 minute or 2 minutes or even one day. There are certain steps I need to take. So, but it's something that you can do by yourself. It's something that you can look up, think of something that you can eat in the morning, something you can eat in the evening, afternoon, evening, and all that, and develop it. So it is also important to incorporate some superfoods such as chia seeds, acai berries, turmeric, and maca powder. All these things that I mentioned, they are all available in Nigeria. Chia seed is available. If you go to all these health shops or pharmacies, tell them that you want chia seed, they will give it to you. Acai berry could be available, I think so. Turmeric is available. Maca powder is available too. If you even go to all these online shops, just type it out, you will see it there. But if you cannot get it, you can always contact me and we'll help you arrange for it. These are superfoods that can boost your immune system and help you no matter the disease condition. Something like chia seed does not affect you negatively in any disease. Same with acai berry, same with turmeric and maca powder. So when you use these foods, it boosts your immune system and helps you to live healthy and helps you to live healthy and also recover from any disease you are experiencing. Processed food should be avoided or minimized as they can be detrimental to the body's healing process. So you are in this class and you are hoping to get healed from one disease condition or the other. you have no business taking processed food. And do you know the funny fact? For every natural food, there's a processed counterpart. There is a processed counterpart. So for your tomatoes, we have tin tomato, we have sachets of tomato. There's natural, there's tin, there's sachet. So why not go for the natural tomatoes and avoid the tin tomatoes and the sachet if you are treating a particular disease condition? There is fried plantain and there is plantain chips, the one that they hawk up and down. You don't know what they use in frying it. You don't know the kind of oil, you don't know the kind of chemicals that were added to preserve it. So why not make your own option? There is corn, your natural corn, and there's also canned corn. The corn that has been canned, they call it sweet corn. So why not make use of your natural corn instead of getting the one that is canned? What of your meat? There is natural meat and there's processed meat. You say it in corn beef and so many other canned products. So for every natural fruit, there's an alternative, which is canned or processed. The reason why you should avoid processed food is because of the chemicals that are added during the process of producing it. A lot of chemicals is monosodium. Monosodium is one of the chemicals that are added. Monosodium actually raises the sodium level of the body, and once the sodium level of the body is raised, the person comes down with hypertension, high blood pressure. So high blood pressure is occurring because the sodium level of the body is high. So there is another element that counters the sodium level, which is potassium. If sodium is high, potassium will be low. If sodium is low, potassium will be high. So for someone who is hypertensive, you should focus more on potassium containing foods. I will give you examples much later. Macronutrients such as fats, carbohydrate, and protein, these are the major components of the food that we eat every day, should be balanced to ensure that the body is getting the right amount of fuel to support its healing. So fats, carbohydrates, and protein should not be eaten in excess. Most of our food in Africa is mostly fat, carbohydrate, and protein. So I am telling you now that you should reduce the quantity of fats, of carbohydrates, and protein that you are consuming, especially if you are approaching 50 years. You have crossed 40 and you are heading to 50. You should, as a matter of fact, reduce the fat, the carbohydrates, and protein you are consuming. It is very important. Let's move on. The next point is mindful healing. Mindful healing. Mindful healing. Yesterday, I mentioned, that's in the last class, I mentioned how to help the body to relax using mindfulness. So there's another aspect called mindful eating. Eating mindfully is important in the healing process. Eating slowly can help the body recognize when it is full and avoid overeating. So when you are eating slowly, the first thing is that the body absorbs the food very well, maximally. And you can also tell when you are full. There are some people that when you give them a full plate of maybe swallow, within 5-10 minutes, the food is gone. But it shouldn't be like that. You should be eating slowly so that the enzymes that are in the digestive system can break down the food very well and be able to absorb the nutrients. People have come to understand, even scientists, doctors have come to understand that when you eat food in small portions, even when you are suffering from some diseases, you can eat anything and it will not break you down. Let me give you a typical example. You can be diabetic and you want to eat swallow, for instance, you want to eat eba or fufu or semo. If you eat a very small quantity, when I mean a very small quantity, with plenty of vegetable soup, the sugar level will not increase compared to when you load your system with so much carbohydrates. So if you eat little of everything, it will not affect the body. The body balancing system will be able to balance it out without it affecting the body. It is important to listen to your body and stop eating when you are full, even if that means leaving the food on the plate. So don't say because this food I must finish it. Some people, you go to their house, they say, we don't used to waste food though, you must finish it. Please stop forcing people to finish their food. You think that you are helping humanity, but you're actually destroying humanity. You are actually destroying humanity. So eat slowly. Once you are full, stop eating so that the body can be able to digest the food that you have eaten. It is important to avoid multitasking while eating, as this can lead to overeating and poor digestion. What is multitasking? You are eating, you are playing with your computer. You are eating, you are pressing your phone. You are eating, you are on the call, you are making a call, and you are eating. Some of these things, we don't take it seriously. But these are the things that are preventing us from getting healed. You are eating and you are discussing with someone. You are doing this, you are doing that, you are running up and down. Some people are eating, they are cooking, they are eating, they are washing, so they just eat, go wash, go clean, and come back to eat. That is not nice at all. So if you do that, the food will not digest properly. Supplement wisely. I tell people, it is difficult for you to live healthy and live a very good, prolonged life if you don't add supplements to whatever you are taking for food. So what does supplementation do? Supplements introduce nutrients to the body that is not readily available in your environment. Nutrients that are not readily available in your environment. So when you take supplements, you take it in a concentrated form and for maximum benefits. There are a lot of nutrients, a lot of supplements that are available. I'm not going to recommend anyone because they didn't pay me for adverts, but I take supplements. I take turmeric supplements. I take teas that can help provide what my body needs. I was telling someone recently that I don't have prostrate. Of course, I don't have prostrate, but I'm taking prostrate tea. So why am I taking prostrate tea? That's why the fact that I don't have prostrate is because I don't want to have it. So because I don't want to have prostrate, I am taking prostrate tea. Very, very important. So when you take supplementation, what does it do? It is very important for healing. So it is better you choose high quality supplements that are free from fillers. What are fillers? They are those things that are added to the supplement to make up the volume. So let's say, for instance, you buy a supplement. On the supplement is turmeric, or let's say curcumin, which is the turmeric, what is gotten from turmeric. Or let's say garlic. Let me use garlic as an example. So you get a garlic supplement. Do you know that the percentage of garlic in that supplement can just be 5%, and all the others are just fillers that are not going to add anything to your body? But because they want it to be big, they want the capsule to be big, and they know that they cannot provide enough garlic to make up that volume, so they add additional things to it. So when you see the container, you will see the ingredients. They will write garlic, and they will write the actual percentage, and they will write so many other things in percentages. Those ones are fillers. So you need to be sure that the percentage of garlic in whatever you are taking is high enough and actually contains the garlic, so that you're not taking supplements for garlic while you are actually taking chaff. You're taking nonsense. Additives. Additives are like things that make the supplement sweet. So you take some supplement and it's very sweet, and they are telling you that it can perform. No way. So find out what is in the supplement that is making it sweet. Is it honey? Is it sorghum? What is it that is making it sweet? So you need to find out. I have always advocated that people should take supplements that are produced in Nigeria. Most of the supplements, of course, in the location where you are, if you are in Nigeria, fine, let's take the supplements in Nigeria, produced in Nigeria. If you are in the UK or the US, look for supplements that are being produced in that particular country. Because sometimes during the process of shipping supplements from India or Malaysia to Nigeria, you can't actually substantiate or explain or understand the environmental factors that have acted on those supplements, such as sunlight, the right temperature. Some of those supplements can denature. The nutrient can denature because it's subjected to heat while transporting it from one country to the other. So try as much as possible to get supplements that are produced in the country where you live, or even if it is produced outside the country where you live, make sure that the pharmacy where you're buying it from is credible. When I was in Abuja, I buy my supplements from a particular pharmacy, and I know that that pharmacy is very credible. They pay attention to quality. They pay attention to quality. Sometimes you buy some supplements in some pharmacies and they are expired, yet they are on the shelf. It shouldn't be like that. Let's move on. Now, let's get to foods that you need to eat when you want to treat some certain diseases. So, what I'm saying in essence is this: there are some diseases that you are suffering from that you should pay more attention to some particular fruits and vegetables. You should pay more attention to some particular fruits and vegetables and focus more on them, zero in on them, because they are the fruits and vegetables that can trigger the healing that your body needs. What are examples of this? We'll just do this, then we'll round up. For instance, if somebody is diabetic, what do you need? What kind of food do you need to take to reduce your sugar level? You need to take fruits that are high in fiber, such as legumes, as I mentioned before, like your beans, your various types of beans, or your garden egg. So those are some of the fruits that are very rich in fiber. Your mangoes, they are very rich or high in fiber. Fruits, vegetables, lean meats, whole grains, like your Quaker oats, and using making oatmeals. Those are your some whole grains. Healthy fat. Healthy fat is gotten from avocado. Your avocado pear, that's what you call it. So your avocado pear has healthy fat because it is plant fat. Over here in the UK, I don't use any kind of vegetable oil, I use sunflower oil or coconut oil or rapeseed oil. So those are plant-based oil, because plant-based oil are are healthier and more beneficial to the body than animal-based fats. So you can switch to a healthy fat, as I mentioned. So eating this fruit can help you to maintain your sugar level. When you are diabetic, you have to eat these fruits. So for somebody that has heart disease or is suffering from heart disease, or somebody that want to prevent heart disease, because somebody can tell me that, well, I'm not suffering from heart disease, so I don't need to take the fruit. If you want to prevent heart disease, you must make omega-3 your friend. Omega-3 is found in capsule form. You can get it from any pharmacy. It's concentrated, at least you can get it from a good source. It is concentrated, so you can use it every day, at least a capsule every day. If you don't want to get omega-3, you can get salmon. Salmon is quite expensive, but if you can afford it, it is a good buy. Mackerel, walnuts, fiber-rich fruits, vegetables, whole grains, plant-based proteins, such as beans and lentils, are all food that you should take to either treat heart disease or prevent it. Let's move on. High blood pressure. What are the foods you need to take when you have high blood pressure? As I said earlier, potassium-rich foods will counter the effect of sodium in the blood and reduce your blood pressure naturally. So it means that if somebody is having high blood pressure, the person needs to take foods that are rich in potassium. What are examples of some of those foods or fruits? The first one is banana. Banana is so powerful, both for ulcer patients and for people that are having high blood pressure. In fact, if you're having high blood pressure, banana should be your friend. Oranges should be your friend. Potato, Irish potato or the sweet potato, both of them are very good. Spinach, I said spinach is what you call green in Nigeria. Your green is what is called spinach. Magnesium-rich food, such as almond, cashews, and legumes. Calcium-rich food, such as yogurt, milk, and kale. You can get kale where they sell fruits and vegetables. So pay attention to the foods I mentioned. Potassium-rich foods, magnesium-rich food, and calcium-rich foods. These are the foods that should be consumed when you're having high blood pressure. And the examples are here. Then for someone who is having cancer, food that should be consumed are cruciferous vegetables, such as broccoli, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, dark living vegetables like your greens. The reason why I so much enjoy my new environment is because all these vegetables that were mentioned here are all available. I was somewhere where they sell vegetables and I saw sprouts, and that was the first time I'll be seeing sprouts. I've seen Brussels too. That's the first time I'm seeing it. They are all available in the supermarket. But in Nigeria, I doubt if you can see this. Even if you see it, it will be very expensive. So you can make do with the broccoli, the cabbage, and the ones that are available, the dark leafy greens that are available, like your pumpkin leaves. Those are dark green, dark leafy vegetables. and your spinach too, which is your green, what we call green. So those ones are very, very powerful. Have you noticed that they mention vegetables more? Because vegetables have high antioxidants, very high antioxidant. That's why if somebody is lacking blood now, you get a pumpkin leaf or garden egg leaf. I don't know if you know what they call garden egg leaf. You know garden egg, the tree that produces garden egg. The leaf, you can wash it and bring out the juice from it. Those are very high antioxidant drinks that can actually start healing the body instantly. Apart from those ones, you can get your berries, your strawberry, your blueberry, and your blackberry. For arthritis, which is suffered by a lot of old people, food that can help you reduce the arthritic symptoms include omega-3 capsule, which has omega-3 fatty acids. So if you're having arthritis, you should get that omega-3 capsule and take it at least once every day. Omega-3 is also found in fatty fish like your salmon, your mackerel. Mackerel is the one we call Titus. Your mackerel, your seafoods, they all have omega-3. Anti-inflammatory spices like your turmeric. You should be taking turmeric tea every morning. Turmeric tea. So you can actually get your turmeric and grind it, or get the one that has already been ground to powder. Take a teaspoon, put it in a glass of hot water, stir it and drink it as a tea. It is very powerful. You can also do that to ginger too. Get your ginger tea, grind it to powder, or get your ginger roots, grind it to powder, and also take it as tea. Then your some other fruits like oranges and pawpaw can also help out. Then for someone that has osteoporosis, osteoporosis is a disease of the bone. The bone is not strong enough because it doesn't have enough calcium. So what do? Get food that is rich in calcium, such as your dairy food. Your dairy products are like milk and all that. Those are dairy products. Your leafy vegetables, fortified foods, especially food that are fortified with vitamin D, such as your egg. Egg is so powerful that one single egg contains all the nutrients and all the vitamins that the body needs. In fact, scientists have discovered that there's no nutrient or vitamin that the body needs that is not found in eggs. And that is why many of them are recommending that you should take at least one egg every day. I know a lot of doctors have said that egg has cholesterol and all that, but there is something inside egg that is called lecithin that can digest that cholesterol. So taking egg every day is not bad. Sincerely, it's not bad. But if you have cholesterol issues, then that is when you should avoid it, because it would add to what you have. But if you don't have cholesterol issues, the body can easily digest the egg. Salmon, as I mentioned, mushrooms, of course, healthy mushrooms, phosphorus-rich foods like nuts, seeds, and whole grains are very good for you. Very, very good. For people that have ulcer, which is called stomach ulcer, food that can help to improve digestion is what you should be looking at. An example is probiotics. An example of probiotics is yogurt, not just any yogurt, plain yogurt. Plain yogurt. So what do I mean by plain yogurt? Plain yogurt is that yogurt that is not sweet. There is no sweetener added to it. That is your plain yogurt. Sometimes if you eat it, it slaps the cheek. You feel this slapping sensation on your cheek. That is plain yogurt. Plain yogurt is filled with so much probiotics that can actually help your digestive system. What does it do? Yogurt has probiotics, and probiotics are like bacteria, good bacteria, that replaces the bad bacteria on your digestive system. So probiotic is so powerful that it can fight and kill H. pylori, which is a major cause of ulcer. H. pylori is a bacteria. So your probiotics, which is your yogurt, unsweetened yogurt or Greek yogurt, can actually go there and kill it off. Kefir is also a type of yogurt that is sold in some parts of the world. Fiber-rich fruits and vegetables such as garden egg, broccoli, or cabbage are very effective against ulcer. I have said it in the group and I've said it everywhere that if you want to treat ulcer, juice either broccoli or cabbage, especially red cabbage, and drink a glass cup in the morning, afternoon, and evening. Red cabbage is alkaline in nature, so it neutralizes the acid. In fact, it's so powerful that when you're having pain, maybe like back pain or stomach pain, if you drink a cold glass of red cabbage, there is a cool sensation that you feel in your tummy. It cools down your tummy. Why? Because it is neutralizing the acid. If you want your juiced cabbage to be more effective, leave it overnight and allow it to ferment a little bit. It makes it more powerful. Then anti-inflammatory spices like turmeric and ginger. Of course, you need to be careful with your ginger to be sure that it's not aggravating the condition. So how do you handle depression? There are some fruits that you can take that will help you when you are depressed. You can see omega-3 there again. So you can see how important omega-3 is. You can see how important it is. So everybody get omega-3. Everybody get omega-3. It will help you. I'm so sure of that. It will help you. You can also get omega-3 from natural sources like your walnuts, your salmon, and all the plant fats that we have available. You can get your omega-3 from them, like your avocado. Then magnesium-rich foods like your brown rice, your spinach, and your B vitamin foods like eggs and legumes. Those are things that you can eat that increases the serotonin level of the body and gives you a sense of happiness. Insomnia and stress. Food to help improve sleep include tryptophan-rich foods. There is what is called tryptophan. Tryptophan is a hormone that is the basic hormone that all other hormones originate from. For instance, your serotonin is made from tryptophan. Your endorphin is made from tryptophan. And there are some foods that has this tryptophan in abundance. One of them is turkey. Your turkey has high level of tryptophan. Eggs have high level of tryptophan. Nuts also have high level of tryptophan. So you want to sleep well, you can make a soup, a pepper soup with turkey, or just boil egg and eat it. Or you just take maybe like cashew nuts or walnuts or any of the nuts, it could be almond, just to help boost that tryptophan level. Because the reason why this tryptophan is also important is because it produces a hormone too called melatonin B. Melatonin is the hormone that helps you to sleep. You cannot sleep very well if the body's melatonin level is very low. you cannot sleep well. Very, very important. Very, very important. I hope we can still hear me. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, let me know. Say yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Waiting for your comments. Can you hear me? Okay, so yeah, I have a confirmation that you can hear me. Let's go. Stress is a major reason why a lot of people are sick, and it is important. I'm sure in the next class, we're going to talk a little bit about stress and how to manage it. And we're also going to talk about um, how to reset the body to default setting. Stress is very, very important, especially when you are treating diseases. So let's pay attention to our stress level, and there are some fruits that we can use to actually watch our stress level. What example of those fruits? Omega 3, you can see it again. I consistently put it there because it's very important. Your salmon, your walnuts, eggs, legumes, almonds, spinach. These are fruits that can help the body to relax. And also not forgetting some teas too. There are some teas like chamomile tea that can help you relax. Chamomile tea can help you to relax. So that's what I just take a hot cup of chamomile tea just before going to bed. So it helps to relax, helps take care of my stress. Yes, so we've come to the conclusion of today's class. I hope you're able to get one or two things. The class is a guideline. It's a guideline for you to know what exactly you need to do. The guideline to know what to do. So you now know that it's not all fruits and all vegetables you should take. Very, very important. I mentioned in the last training that if you are having diabetes, don't take carrots. Don't take carrots. I don't know. Carrot is not that sweet, but I can tell you that carrots has a very high glycemic index. So it means that if you are diabetic and you are eating carrots, it can impact severely on your sugar level. Very, very important. Very important. So know the fruits you take, know what fruits you take, know what vegetables you take, and I'm sure healing will begin to take place in your body. Thank you so much. Is there any question? I want to hear it. So if you have a question, drop it in the comments. We'll just take a few questions, then we'll call it a day. Okay, I'm waiting for your question. Yes. Let's have your questions. Okay, so the question is not coming. Um, we can call it a day. Yes, we can call it a day. And actually, okay, so the question is here. So let's just take the question. Yes, so my question is, each time I take cabbage juice, I notice it increases my um I think you mean uric acid level. What do I do to resolve this? Uric acid level, yes. Okay, so first of all, us cabbage juice does not result to high uric acid level. What increases your uric acid level is protein, meat, meat. So it's not because you are taking cabbage juice that's why your uric acid level is high. It's meat. So it means that if you take meat, the body will begin to break it down into amino acids. In the process of breaking it down into amino acid, it will release a salt, uric salt. You understand? Which will now be converted to uric acid. And uric acid um, can actually deposit in the joints, leading to gout. You understand? Yeah, so that's I hope that answers that question. Okay, so the next question, please tell us more about the fruits that can help reduce stress. Um, any fruit that produces serotonin can help reduce stress. Like your banana can help reduce stress. Strawberry, oranges, those are fruits that can help reduce stress. Or you can switch to teas, like your green tea, black tea, and chamomile tea. These are teas that can help you to reduce stress. So it means that if your job is very stressful, go for fruits that have high antioxidant level, because stress produces oxidation. Stress produces oxidation. So once oxidation level in the body is very high, automatically the person will come down under stress because the body is producing more oxidants. So if you take fruits that are rich in antioxidants, like your fruits rich in vitamin C is a very powerful antioxidant. If you take fruits rich in vitamin C, definitely it will reduce your stress level. Then you should also learn how to manage stress. Of course, we've said so much about stress management, and I'm still going to mention it. So let's go. The last topic. Can we grate the turmeric to make tea instead of powdered one? Yes, of course. Even your ginger, you can use a grater to grate it and add hot water to it, cover it, leave it for like 5 to 10 minutes, then you can drink it. So of course you can. So thank you very much and God bless you.